How's it going, guys? This is Jamie. So, almost a year on the dot from when the Solo trailer released, and from my last reaction video, we now have the trailer for Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker. Like last time, there's other things I should probably be doing, but fuck it. It's Star Wars. I want to watch this trailer. I want to share my reaction. I don't think there's anything else that needs to be said. Let's jump right in. Don't hyperventilate, Ray.
We've passed on all we know.
Whose lightsaber is that?
1,000 generations live in you now. But this is your fight.
Is that Luke talking? Oh, it's a TIE Interceptor. It looks like it, at least. Or is that Kylo Ren's TIE Fighter? We'll see. Same music from the Force Awakens trailer. Well, no, not really, actually. Oh, he put his mask back together! He's gonna wear the mask again! Yes! Billy D. Williams! Oh.
Always be with you.
Holy fucking shit, I got goosebumps. Oh! That was the Emperor! That had to have been the Emperor! No one laughs like that but the Emperor. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh Jesus.
One pair of pants later.
Okay, so I did indeed survive the fangasming process. Although, I'll fully admit, I had to take about an hour break to calm myself down between takes. If you want my reaction in a nutshell, here it is right here. A trailer has not hyped me up like this in a very, very long time, and I cannot wait until December. A good friend of mine, I remember her and I, we saw The Force Awakens in theaters our junior year of high school. Right now we go to separate colleges, but we're both going to be in the same town on Christmas break, and if I have to drag her there myself, she is coming to see Episode 9 with me. We are closing that trilogy together. I am clearly not the only one excited about this trailer, as it seems to have reignited the Star Wars fan base. Finally, once more the Star Wars fan base is unified in being excited for a Star Wars movie. Ergo, every movie channel from Watch Mojo to the Stupendous Wave have picked this trailer seemingly apart. However, I feel like there's some things that aren't getting attention, and that bothers me because I feel like they're very important issues that everyone seems to be overlooking for the most part. Therefore, today's video is going to look at the top 6 things from the Rise of Skywalker trailer that no one is talking about, and we're going to analyze them. Without further ado, let's get started. So interestingly enough, the first 3 issues I'm going to bring up concern the planet shown in the trailer. First, we're going to look at the bone-chilling scene where our heroes stumble upon a piece of a Death Star. It is a subject of contentious debate already among the Star Wars fan base which Death Star this wreckage came from. I have no idea why this is being debated, because in my humble opinion, the trailer makes it quite clear. This is from the first Death Star. If you'll think back to the scene where one of the characters, still unidentified, is holding a medal from the closing ceremony of A New Hope, it makes sense to reason that this scene takes place on Yavin, and thus, the piece of the Death Star is from the first Death Star, which was destroyed above Yavin. I'm kind of cheating with this one because Stupendous Wave also covered it to a certain degree, and he pointed out that the landscape doesn't look like it's from Endor, where the second Death Star was destroyed. So bottom line, the debris is from the first Death Star. They're on Yavin. This still counts as an original theory by me because I came up with it before I watched SW's video. He did a great video though, don't get me wrong. Please check it out. For number 2, we're going to look at the air battle scene that comes in late in the trailer, where we see an A-Wing going down as it flies next to a Star Destroyer. Now, people have looked at this from different angles. Some think it's a flashback because they're saying that the Star Destroyer looks more like an Empire Star Destroyer rather than a First Order Star Destroyer. Some have said it looks like a Republic Star Destroyer, so maybe the Resistance is using Old Republic technology. However, I'm going to completely skip over the Star Destroyer argument because, as I said, it's been analyzed to death. What interests me is that this scene appears to take place on Coruscant. We don't see much of the planet, but we still see what we recognize as Coruscant. There's the big sun in the background, the lighting similar to how Coruscant was lit in the prequels. And it makes one wonder if maybe the climax of the movie takes place on Coruscant, which is presumably the capital of the First Order. I always wanted to see the Rebel Alliance and the Galactic Empire do battle on Coruscant, see that realized in a movie. So I really, really hope that this is the direction they're going in, so we can finally see the epic battle of Coruscant on the big screen. Rounding out the planet theories at number 3, I was surprised to see that people believe that the rocky planet shown in the trailer is an entirely new world, when it really looks to me like it's Iadu, the planet that Galen Erso died on in Rogue One. As with Coruscant, you'll notice that in Star Wars movies, planets are often filmed the exact same way. They're shown in the same lighting. There's the same mise-en-scene with recurring planets. The same thing with Tatooine in the prequels versus Tatooine in the original trilogy. It's to establish familiarity. And if you look at Iadu versus this planet from the trailer, they are very, very similar from the lighting to the terrain. The only difference is that we haven't seen life on Iadu other than the Imperial facility that we saw in Rogue One. However, it is stated that nerf herders, yes, I know, it's a callback, live on the planet. So what we could be seeing is a nerf herder colony, maybe the capital of the planet. You know, just because a planet doesn't have a lot of life on it doesn't mean that it doesn't have at least some. I mean, you look at, and this is going to sound like a joke, but I'm being totally serious. You look at sparsely populated states like Iowa. You know, Des Moines has a lot of people, but it's in a state where people are few and far between. Same thing could apply to Iadu, except on a planetary scale. Moving on from planets, the last 3 topics we're going to discuss are looking at the characters from the trailer. No, I swear I did not plan this. For number 4, we're going to look at the breathtaking, arguably the best moment of the trailer, when Billy D. Williams shows up as Lando Calrissian. Lando is one of my favorite characters from the original trilogy, and I'm so pumped that he's coming back. In my opinion, these new Star Wars movies never happened if Lando didn't show up. Most people have commented on Lando's appearance, but few have pointed out something I thought was kind of cool. The fact that he appears to be wearing the same clothes that his younger self wore in Solo, played by Childish Gambino. Does this have any significance? Probably not, but it's a cool little Easter egg for those who enjoyed Solo and those who like for the movies to be tied together. Coming in hot at number 5 is the bit where Kylo Ren chokeslams a motherfucker like he's either trying out for the WWE or trying to get elected to Congress. If you didn't understand that last part, you don't follow Montana politics. Which most of you probably don't anyway. Let's move on. Many have pointed out that this scene appears to take place in the past, as Kylo Ren does not have a scar across his face. Though some have argued maybe it was edited out, maybe we can't see, but let's assume for a moment that it's in the past. I'm going to take this a bit further and say that this is when Kylo Ren turned on the Jedi Order and slaughtered Luke's Enclave. I believe that part of this scene was also shown back in The Force Awakens during Rey's vision, when the man now known as Clan Leader is impaled by Kylo Ren. Clan Leader could easily refer to a clan of Jedi. He may have been the person who Luke put in charge of the Jedi. Couple this with the fact that the unfortunate man appears to be wearing a Jedi robe and carrying a similar weapon to the Clan Leader, compounded by the fact that Ed Harris is rumored to be making an appearance as a young Supreme Leader Snoke. And this theory, if I do say so myself, has some pretty solid ground to stand on. Fittingly, we're going to end on number 6 and with the final line of the trailer. At the end of Luke's narration, he says, "No one is ever really gone." Who exactly is he referring to? Now, it's commonly accepted that he's talking about the Emperor, as the Emperor's famous cackle plays at the very end. It's been speculated that he might return via a clone body as he did in the EU, or perhaps using one of the Sentinels from Battlefront 2. While I do believe the Emperor will return in some form, I think that this line may be more than it seems. I think that Luke was also referring to himself. I don't think that Luke will just appear as a Force ghost. I believe he will return in the flesh. When you consider the title, The Rise of Skywalker, there's few other things it could mean. It could be possible that it's referring to Rey discovering that she's a Skywalker, which I would love to see. But the line, "No one is ever really gone," really stands out to me. Maybe Luke will realize that his work in the galaxy isn't done, and he'll somehow be willed back to life. Now, while this does sound implausible even by Star Wars standards, don't think that it's impossible. In early drafts of Return of the Jedi, George Lucas toyed around with a Jesus Christ-esque resurrection of Obi-Wan Kenobi, where he came back at the end celebration not as a ghost, but in a physical form, and he even hugs Luke Skywalker, which is clearly not possible for a Force ghost. You have to keep in mind the death of Luke Skywalker teed off a lot of Star Wars fans, and bringing him back would be a great peace offering to those that his death annoyed. And seeing the Emperor and Luke Skywalker finally have a fight would be amazing. Regardless, I am beyond excited for whatever lies in store in Episode 9. I believe it'll be a great movie to cap off a great year, and hope that it can finally heal a fractured fan base. As always, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video and would like to see more Star Wars related content, please subscribe and ring that little bell icon so that you're notified every time I release a new video. Don't forget to like and share it with your friends as well. Also, if you'd like to be a pal and help out the channel, feel free to contribute to my Patreon account. Any amount helps and guarantees I can continue making these kinds of videos. Finally, follow me on Twitter at MessWithTheBull1 and on Instagram at official_Jamie_Horn. Until next time, this is Jamie saying,
Hasta luego.